Um, so today we're gonna look at this greedy boss, rest guy who owns an ice cream shop who just wishes he could pay the kids who work there less. But what I like to talk about is the new um the fact that, like, remember in the night, like, you go back into the 19th century, um there was a time where, like, workers didn't would where the there were no lunch breaks. Um, there were no weekends. Like, you didn't get any time off, and the employers couldn't play the employee whatever they want. And the argument people made was that they have the right to contract. That means that, hey, I mean, look at it's a free world. Workers can, if I mean, it's their free decision that, if a worker wants to work for somewhere, that then they're then that's their right to contract to work with this employer. Just ignoring the fact that, the power the power balance, like, between workers and owners is not equal in our society. So you know, in order to counter this, like, that's why organized labor is important. You needed, like, unions, you needed collective bargaining in order for workers to gain more power and enough money to make a living. Um, so that they're not spending all day. They can't. Workers can't. They can't. Employers can't make workers spend 7 days a week at work. But the neoliberal agenda, which, and the Republicans and the Democrats are part of the neoliberal agenda. What they want to do is they want to roll all that stuff back. They'll do it incrementally. Rolling back labor protections. So here is, and you know here on Fox News we see Steve Ducey speaking to this greedy ice cream shop owner, and he has a real mask off moment. He thinks that if we got rid of child labor laws, that'd be good. Anyway, let's take a look at that.
Been up to Mashpee, it's great. But for the most part, it's historically been high school kids, college kids during their summer, but they don't want jobs this year, do they?
No, not so much. A lot of them have taken jobs with, like, Instacart and some of the online delivery services because you can make a couple of $100 doing that as opposed to coming to work hard in an ice cream shop or in any other places, and you can work at your whim. You can look on your phone and go, yeah, I'll take that one. No, I don't want to do that one.
Yeah, exactly. Pick and choose. So one of the problems as well is, for you, from your point of view, Mark, is the child labor laws, because there are certain restrictions on who you can hire. If they could change a law to be, so that it's fair for you and fair for the families, how would that look?
It's quite simple. A high school student can play sports. They could go to an away game for sports, and by the time they get back from their away game, it could be 11 o'clock at night or later on a school night. However, federal labor laws state that during the school year, a high schooler can only work till 7 o'clock at night. Well, especially in my business in the ice cream industry, 7 o'clock at night is when you're just starting to get rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if I could just, exploit the high schoolers who work for me more, and make them work for me all night? Yeah. Anyway, so there you have it.